Hello YouTube, this is Sophie Morrison from 1.3 Family. Today I'm going to be talking to you about our homeschool curriculum for the year 2014 to 2015. Okay, we're entering that zone now where I have one child who will be heading off to high school. However, I'm keeping him home. Don't be shocked, don't be alarmed, I'm keeping him home to homeschool him through high school. Now, many people that I talk to about this, they kind of, raise their eyebrows to it of like, you're teaching your son through high school. Yes, you're a qualified teacher, but surely you can't teach all the subjects that they teach in high school. And the answer to that is, you're right. I can't teach all the subjects that they teach in high school, but in the areas that I know that I need a lot more help with, that's where I invest most of my time, my money, and my energy into. So this year I've decided that I'm going to pass English on to somebody else to help teach him, and I will support and facilitate his learning at home. So I've enrolled him on an online course through Worsley Hall. It's a home education company that they provide you with tutors and different people that can help you with the learning. So he'll be doing an online program through them, and I'll be helping with his work. He's already been sent some books by them already, and he's been sent his passwords and his information online through email. What they do, they have an email system where they communicate with me and communicate with him about his assignments, and they talk to him via Skype and through telephone and things like that, which I'm quite happy about. Another thing that's good about this program is that he'll be doing 3 years into 2 years. So if he does decide to go back to school in year 9, or if we decide as a family to put him back in school in year 9, he should be 1 year ahead of the other students. That's the kind of way it works. So these are the books that they've sent him through the post. Developing poetry skills. Yeah, so these are the books I sent him in the post, and we're not really ready to start homeschooling yet. So we've got some of the material coming through now, and I'll inform you a bit later on when we get a bit more deeper into it, how it's working for both of us. I'm enrolled him into this course for 2 years, so I'm paying by a monthly direct debit over 10 months. And I've spoken to the tutors already. I'm very happy with what I've heard so far, and we're just hoping, with thinking positive things, that things will go well for him at the end of the year. He will get an annual report sent out to him as well, or end of course report sent out as well, to show how good he's, how well he's done. So that's what he's doing for English. For maths, I'm going to carry on with ConquerMaths or Mathletics. I'm not really too sure yet. He'll be doing ConquerMaths or Mathletics alongside this program, which is from Galore Park Books, which I find is really good. A lot of independent schools use this book. He'll be dealing with things like working with numbers, back to Babylon, fractions, probability, handling data, percentages, algebra. It's just basically a really good curriculum for him to go with. And again, the idea for me is that I want him to go through 3 years in 2 years with the support we'll have at home. So that's one of the books we'll be using alongside of it. I also have the Succeed In range. So I've got the Succeed In Maths range, which gives like worksheets and a few tests for the child to complete as well. So we'll be supplementing it with this as well. So that's for English and that's for maths. I'm more of an eclectic stroke Charlotte Mason type homeschooler. That's the kind of philosophy that I draw upon. I'm eclectic in a sense that I draw upon different ranges of materials, different ways of doing things. For instance, there's a traditional type of model which I probably do use for maths and English, as I am following the national curriculum in those subjects, and I look at my children's progress the same way that we do in schools. So that'll be traditional in that sense. For the foundation subjects, such as like the music, the arts, I can't think of all of them right now. That'll be more like a Charlotte Mason approach, where you do things like the picture study. You've got your hymn study, you've got your art appreciation and things like that. I follow the Charlotte Mason style with that. The idea that I have is that we do lots of learning in the morning, and then the foundation subjects can happen in the afternoon, and children get their own free time around the afternoon. So most of the work should be done within 4 hours in the day. So for science, for instance, we're using this book over here, which is Exploring Creation with General Science, 2nd edition, and this is for 7th grade children in America, which is equivalent to year 7 in the UK, although the ages are slightly different. this is based on all, you know, it just gives a child a rough idea about the sciences, looking at things like a brief history of science. You've got your scientific inquiry, you've got things like the fossil record, you've got what is life, geology, the human digestive system, and it goes on from there really. But the main point here is that it's being taught from a creation biblical model rather than evolutionary secular model, and that's the main thing that I like. So I'm not following the national curriculum for science, but I want my children to get a broad and balanced curriculum based on God's word, looking at God's hand in all of creation. That's my main thing that I want for them for science. I am waiting for the notebook and journal to come, which should come in the post around September time as well. Oh yeah, also for English, I've got another Succeed in English book as well that I can use to test him on the areas that, you know, that he might need more help in, or just for me to see where he's at. I bought this book as well by Deborah Bell, the same author of the Apologia range, I believe. I think, I'm not sure actually, but yeah, I know it's from the I got it from the Apologia website, and it's called The Ultimate Guide to Homeschooling Teens, just to give me a rough idea as to what I might expect from homeschooling a child entering into high school, the sort of things I need to do, the sort of ways to base the curriculum for him, you know, what sort of things he needs to be learning, what sort of things we will be encountering together. I've also got this book, Boyhood and Beyond, which is basically about boys who are on the road to becoming men of honour. It's really important for me. He will also be doing 2 foundation subjects. He'll be doing Spanish and he'll also be doing Latin. These are the books that we're using. Minimus, I think it is, Minimus. Yeah, this is starting Latin, basically, and they've got the teacher handbook to accompany that as well. Science, for Spanish, we'll just be doing Duolingo online. It's a really good website. I was looking into Rosetta Stone, but my budget is a little bit lower this year, so I decided to do something a little bit different by getting them to hear the language of Spanish by watching maybe Spanish movies together, doing the Duolingo online, and then maybe doing some workbook type of things, but I'm not too sure how far we're going with the Spanish at the moment. This book as well, this will kind of follow our science / history curriculum, Adam and His Kin. It just kind of works a lot as a supplement alongside the curriculum. I've read this book. I love this book. It's basically written by Ruth B. Chick, who's really good, a really good author. I've got a few of her other books as well. And it just deals with the issue of creation up until the time of Terah, I think it is. And it just talks about, you know, it just makes the book of Genesis come alive, basically, so you can really see how they were feeling, or about, you know, the things that it's just like in a story form really, so it's really good. Okay. Oh yes, this one as well. He wants to make videos. He wants to have his own. My oldest son is also going to be doing his own blog, and he wants to have his own YouTube channel as well. I'm not too sure because I think the age is a bit young for the YouTube channel, but for the blog, and I think it will really encourage his writing. But this will help him to make tricks from videos, and I'm quite excited to use this as well. So that's one of the other things that he'll be doing. Okay, I'm sorry that I speak so fast. I've just come to realise that this is who I am. This is a part of who I am. Eventually, maybe I can get some help in public speaking as well, but I hope you've understood. I hope you've been able to follow. And please stay tuned as I move on to the Year 3, Year 4 curriculum. Okay, see you soon.